Unless you give me
Yeah, I got
codes.
it. Hey, everybody. It is, what's the date today?
Oh,
23rd,
gosh.
April 23rd. Team Limitless team call, Monday night, 8:30. Welcome, everybody. Such a great trip we had. It's such an understatement. I can't even, we're still tired. We're still kind of sleeping a little bit.
We missed everybody.
Missed everybody. Great team call last week. Thank you to Jody and Eliza and all of you that were there and all of you that watched it afterwards. Great content. We couldn't log on at the time, but we did watch it afterwards. Awesome training on comparison and rank advancement, etc. Yeah, we'll talk about the trip in a little bit, but getting back here, we want to hear from you for the week. Any shout outs, any comments, compliments, accolades to anybody on either yourself or your team. We want to open the call up tonight with that. So unmute yourself and go right ahead if you have anything, any comments, compliments, etc.
I just want to give a thank you to Eliza. She jumped on a call with one of my enrolled who had gone inactive for a little while and was struggling with some nutrition questions. And I connected her with Eliza. So I was just really appreciative of that. My girl sounds really excited and I just appreciate it, Eliza. You helped her out a lot. So thanks a lot.
Awesome. Thank you. Anybody else? Any shout out? Jody?
I have a couple if that's okay.
Yes.
So first I want to acknowledge Ken again for being on the call tonight because he has made a dedicated effort to be here week after week and he's not even feeling very well tonight. So if he bows out early, it's just because he needs to go rest. But thank you, Ken. I want to shout out to Eliza for doing something today that terrified her. And I won't say what that is because I don't want to share her information, but just know that she did something that absolutely was outside of her comfort zone and terrified her today. So I want to shout her out for doing that. I want to shout out to Monique for being on the call. And I know your life is crazy with those kids and traveling husband and those brand new puppies. So thank you for taking the time to be here because it's so great to see your smiling face for sure. And then the one last thing I just wanted to share quickly was don't forget to follow up with people. No matter what they've said to you in the past, no matter if they've blown you off in the past, don't forget to follow up with people. I just did an enrollment with someone who had kind of been pushing me off. They've been having a lot of health issues, and I sent them Dave MacArthur's Isogenesis video, and they just enrolled with enough to do 1 shake a day, Ionix a day, and a bottle of Isogenesis. The second thing is my chiropractor, who I was trying to get on the phone with Josh, and just he wasn't ready to commit and just kept blowing us off. And I sent him, he didn't come to Josh's lecture, which I invited him to. So I sent him Dave's video. He was open to watching it, and I am talking with him tomorrow at 12:30. He said he's in and he's ready to enroll, so we shall see. So don't forget to follow up, even if they've said no to you before, or if they just kind of keep, blowing you off. Just don't forget to follow up, make it genuine, and just hang in there, guys.
I love it. Congratulations, everybody, and I second all of that. That is awesome. And by the way, Monique, how many puppies do you have? Because I saw that picture and I couldn't believe those were all yours. 10 puppies? 9. Where are your thumbs? 9. 9 puppies. That's incredible. 8. Wow.
Anything over 2 is a lot. So it doesn't matter.
That is awesome. I'll tell you something. What Jody just said, I just want to capitalize on that for a second. The follow-ups. This is what I didn't do for so long. And shame on me. Because we know 80% of people say yes, 80% at least have to make it to the 5th exposure mark. So, you're just I was spinning my wheels over and over again. And without the follow-ups, it's like, it's almost a waste of time if they're not enrolling with you right away. So that's a big lesson that I learned. And one of those things that if I could go back and change immediately. So that's what I coach my new people on immediately is that follow-up. So thank you, Jody, for that. Any other comments?
Crystal has one.
Crystal, go ahead, Crystal.
Hey, I just wanted to thank Lisa. I mean, I keep calling Jody Lisa. I missed you guys, I guess. Jody and Eliza, not only when you guys were gone did they step up and do the call, but they're really showing their leadership. They're doing this virtual party again this week, and I just really appreciate all the effort that they're doing. So thank you, guys.
We all second that, Crystal. Thank you so much.
Oh, shout out to Jay for passing his
Yeah,
test.
Jay. Certification, brother. Nice job, my man.
That's awesome.
All right. Any
I'm
other
sorry, one last quick one, really quick. I'm sorry, Jen Gebby, thank you for doing a three-way and helping me enroll my second Shaper person and her skeptical yet very excited now husband. So thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Cindy.
I just want to give a big shout out to Jen and Wendy for hosting our launch party last night. It was awesome. We had great engagement, and for all the ladies that hopped on, it was really a lot of fun. And we were I'll speak for myself, a little bit messy yesterday. I had lots going on and my internet wasn't working, but we made it happen and it was super fun. So thank you ladies for doing that.
Awesome. I'm going to give some shout outs right now. We talked about the call. I want to give a couple shout outs to some pool leaders. Pool money, Miss Jennifer Gebby Bennett at $1,300 in the 2 and 3 star pool. Everybody give a virtual hug and clap. Jody Langelotti, $500 in the executive pool. Sarah Ackerman, $1,500 in the director pool and 1-star bonus. You guys, that is awesome. Bonus money, I don't care if it's $10. That's a lot of money, let alone that, those numbers that we just called out. Great job, everybody. You guys are killing it. I want to, let me look at you guys. I'm going to bring your screen back. Any other call outs before we get going? I don't want to negate anybody. Jennifer Ayotte.
I'll be really, really quick. So okay. Cynthia beat me to it because I was going to say thank you to her and Wendy, and it was a great little summer bod launch we did last night. Also, I wanted to thank Jen Gebby. I thanked her on Facebook, but I appreciate you so much and loved our call this week. So thank you. I know you're always there for me, so I appreciate it. And I'm pumped because though I have not received the contract yet, I have a venue for Super Saturday, October 13th, guys. So it's going to be right in downtown Manchester. It's an awesome location. So I am pumped about that and more to come on that.
Awesome. Yay. All right, put October on your calendars for Super Saturday. Anybody else? All right. So Lisa and Jennifer Gebby Bennett and myself are rolling out a new program for all of you. And that program, excuse me, is called the High Five Club. The High Five Club. We know one other team that's doing it. There might be some other ones, and we're doing it. And it's going to start April 30th. And this is what it is. As many people, what am I trying to say? This is for everybody. This is not just for a set number of people. Whoever enrolls 5 people for the month at a minimum of 150 BV is getting a $100 prepaid Visa gift card. So it's cash basically from Jennifer Gebby, Lisa, and myself. So if you enroll 5 people on top of the bonuses, on top of the BV, we're giving you a $100 gift card, okay? And you're going to be a member of this High Five Club. It's going to be called out. You're going to be, highlighted once a month on the Team Limitless page that you're doing the do, basically. 5 enrollments, and then you're a member. And you can do it as many months as you want. So that's just added cash on top of what you're getting from Isagenix. So that's what that is. It's real short and sweet. You do 5, extra $100 from us. Plain and simple. Pretty cool? Anybody not like that? No, I didn't think so.
And it's a calendar month.
And it's a calendar month, and we're going to start that April 30th. Okay?
So you have an extra day in April.
This has been proven on another team to be what's that?
You have an extra day in May because we're adding April 30th.
Yeah, an extra day in May if you didn't hear that. And it really can light some rockets, as we've seen on this other team. So we're going to roll that out. What I'm going to talk about before we get into some other stuff right now, I'm going to go over a strategy that has helped many of you and that certainly has helped us. I do a lot of consulting on the outside with practitioners. And one of the things that I have to do is I have to show these practitioners exactly, not concepts, not theories, but exactly what to do to make a certain amount of money. And so this is what we do in this business too. If someone says, listen, I want to get to $6,000 a month, I want to bring in $3,000 a month, I want to bring in an extra $500 a week, we break down their business and say, this is what has to happen. So concepts are essential, theories are essential, but strategies, that's how you actually get there. So we're going to talk about the 5-cycle bonus tonight because believe it or not, these are the seeds that can build your business. These are the seeds that grow into roots that just run your business. And it takes a little time for this to get going, But I think it's poignant that we go over this, and it's basic, but I think the last time we went over this was maybe a year and a half ago. And we have a video out there, but some of you may not have seen it. I'm going to take a few minutes tonight and go over it, because if you want to start cycling, if you want your team to start cycling, this is exactly what has to happen. So, Lise, do you want to use yours and show me over there, or do you want to use this? I need to turn your, why don't you use that computer? You can leave my mic on though.
Sure.
All right, give me 1 second, and we're going to turn over this way.
Well, I want to do speaker view, so let's put my mic on.
All right. Okay, I'll take mine off. Okay, go right ahead.
I gotta move computer too.
All right, hang tight, guys. We're just gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you're not looking. It's not looking at me, babe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's a detail. Where am I going? Oh, it's still picking up yours as the speaker view.
Then use my computer. Just leave your speaker on. Your mic on.
Well, no. Hold on.
Don't.
You don't have to be smart to do this. We've already
Is
established
that mic on?
Yeah, this
Okay.
mic's on.
All right.
Now it's picking up me as the speaker. This is ridiculous.
I will do this. Sorry, guys. Hang tight. Did you share screen?
No, because we want it on video.
Okay. Just use your camera. It's on yours right now. Don't touch anything yet.
Yeah, I get that, but it's recording on speaker.
All right. Whatever. It's looking at the screen right now. It's not touching anything. There we go. I see it on yours.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Okay, it's fine.
All right.
I'll
Good.
so we can.
All right. 5 cycles. See, anybody can do network marketing. All right. Oh, it's recording that one.
Oh
my goodness. Turn it. No. Come here. Look, it's showing on mine. Stand up with that. Stand
I
up.
know, this is yours now.
Baby, stand up with your computer. Stand up with your computer.
Do you see that it's looking at your red shirt right now? It's using your.
Right. Now look, see this? Hold the computer right here. Hold
Okay.
this.
Oh,
Don't move it.
All right.
All right. you got
That's
this.
different than what we were doing before.
All right. Obviously, we won't be releasing this video
We have
to
to have
anybody.
one marital spat on
So
each
here
call.
we go.
It's
5
a
cycles.
requirement.
All
We
right.
all know it.
So we all know that one cycle is 54 points. One cycle is 54 points. So one cycle equals 54 points. So if 5 cycles, okay, let's talk about this. If we're at 5 cycles, how many points is 5 cycles? I know you're all calling this out. 4,500 points or BV. Okay, why is this important? Well, we have the 5 cycle bonus, which we know is very important. There we go. 5 cycle bonus is very important, but watch what happens when we get through this formula here to the team, to your team in your business once we get to 5 cycles. So 5 cycles is 4,500 BV, and that's the goal here. So if we want, I'm going to put me in here. I want to cycle 5 times. I want that bonus, and I want my team to start growing. What do I have to do? Well, we know we have to accumulate 4,500 points, so I can cycle 5 times. So this business is so unique. What's your regular business look like, or regular retail look like? It looks like you doing all the effort, you selling some product or widget, you making a retail margin. The reason why we can make, all of us make so much money in network marketing, or at least with the Isagenix compensation plan, is because we get paid very handsomely from our team. If we can help people make money, we make money. And I would say that the 2 most common mistakes that network marketers make is that they overestimate what they're going to make year 1. And the second mistake that they make is they don't let this grow. We do the business opportunity, we show about compression. We talk about compression. Compression happens over time. That's why if you put $100 into the market every month, in 20, 30, 40 years, that $100 turns into a lot of money. Well, that's what this is doing right here. So I'm going to show you from the foundation.
Oops, sorry.
From the foundation how this starts to grow.
Hey, quick. If you put it on speaker view, you can see what Josh is doing better. Jody just put that note in, but you
Yeah,
didn't see that. Okay. Hopefully
So we want to help people make money. I can do 5 cycles on my own efforts. I can shut my life down and I can roll enough people and get them to buy enough product to make 5 cycles. But you're working 200 hours a week right there. But what if your people are working, right? Hence the network marketing model. Hence, J. Paul Getty, who said, I'd rather make 10% from 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own effort, right? That's what this is. So how do we do this? I'm going to help 2 people cycle. We're going to use 3 cycles. And the reason we're going to use 3 cycles is because half of 4,500 is 2250. 2250. So basically I need 2,250 points coming up my right leg. And I need 2,250 points coming up my left leg to equal 4,500. That's 5 cycles. So how am I going to do that? So if we go, just to make the math easy, we're going to use 3 cycles because it's really 2.5 cycles. But I want to make this very, very simple. So we're going to help these 2 people cycle 3 times, right? So 3 times 900 is what? 2,700, right? 3 times 900 points, 2,700. Yes, the math is going to go over because that's 5,400, but it doesn't matter. If we can help these 2 people cycle 3 times each, boom, I'm going to cycle 5 times. There's my 5 cycle bonus. So the next question is, how do I help these 2 people cycle 3 times? Awesome. You ever hear of who do you know, who do you know, who do you know? Well, let's reach down into your team. Who's a pirate? Who needs to help? Who needs to grow? Sally needs people. Sally has got a financial issue. Let's help Sally grow her business. Sally, do you know 2 people who need to lose weight? Do you know 2 people who want to increase their finances, change their financial footprint? Whatever that conversation is, we're going to help Sally's 2 people cycle 2 times. John's going to cycle over here, and Sally's going to cycle twice there. Because if they're cycling 2 times 900, 1,800 over here, and 1,800 over there. Just nod your heads. I only see Jennifer, Ayotte, and Eliza. You guys, am I going too fast? Pretty straightforward, right? So 1,800 on this side, on left side, and 1,800 on the right side is going to make, right, at least 2,700. It's going to be over 2,700. So I just helped Sally and John cycle twice. I'm working with my downline. That's what's going on here, right? Pretty straightforward. Now, how do we get these 2 to cycle twice? Well, let's do it again. Let's help Sally's 2 people or John's 2 people cycle once. Is it out of the question to help one person cycle once a week? Is it crazy hard to do that? No. 1 cycle, that's $54. So if they cycle once, that's 900 points in that business, and it's 900 points in that business. And remember, we're doing this over here too. And we're doing everything on this side as well, okay? It's duplicating, okay? So I just helped Sally's people over here. I helped Sally's person 1 cycle once and Sally's person 2 cycle once, right? What happens when someone in your business cycles once a week? What does that mean, right? Well, it means there's a 95% probability these people aren't going anywhere. Because what's $54 a week? That's free food. That's free maintenance for most people. Their products are paid for just on the basic nutrients, right? There's a 95% retention if you can help someone cycle once a week.
It's almost $3,000 a year.
That's almost $3,000 a year, you guys. 95% retention. So can Joshua do all this? Sure. Is it a lot of work for me? Absolutely. But what if I help this person and this person and this person? You see the picture? This is why when this keeps going, this right here, okay, just duplicate these numbers. 2 cycles over here, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is the 5 cycle bonus. And how much is the 5 cycle bonus, everybody? What is it? 250?
250
right?
twice.
And how many times?
Oh, sorry.
How many times can you do it? Twice. So you can get $500 just by cycling twice. But the PIB is great. But what happens to these people right here? you've just ignited their business. You have absolutely ignited their business. Huge. And this is what people don't wait for. They don't wait for this to grow, right? Maybe they are sold a bill of goods. Maybe this is why this team spends so much. Can you put that on the other view so they can still see it close?
This is my computer.
Yeah, but you got to put, because who's recording me?
Yeah, you.
All right.
You should be able to put it.
I can't change it. Then turn your computer towards me a little. All right, just do that. You can tell we're not technically savvy here.
Not at all.
So people don't wait for this to happen. And Isagenix knows it takes time. And that's why they're very generous with the PIBs. They're very generous with all these bonuses that they're giving us because it takes time for people's business to grow. And as I said before, people overestimate what they're going to make year one, but grossly underestimate what happens with the fuel and the seeds you've just planted here. This is huge. And who wants to know who wants to tell us what is the best way to get people to cycle one time a week? How do we get our people to cycle once a week? Let me take this off speaker view here. Who wants to raise their hand? Anybody? Well, I'll tell you. Create consultants. You become a consultant factory, and all of these people, okay, we'll call them entry people. Let's just say that. New associates that turn consultants, you start creating consultants, guess what happens? Guess what? If this is Jennifer right here, and she has 2 people that are cycling once a week, she's going to get that 2. She's going to cycle twice just from them. And then Brian, who's up here, has all these consultants, and some of them now are cycling twice a week. Well, he just cycled 3 times a week. Forget about all the external stuff that he's doing. I'm just talking about from the team. This isn't that difficult, everybody. This isn't hard. This is, let me help you. Let me help my team make money. I'm going to capitalize. They're going to capitalize. The people way up are going to capitalize. The people down below are going to capitalize because new people are coming in, at the bottom of that leg, so to speak. Everybody wins. This is a win-win. I want to make sure everybody sees this because this is what we do. Once we drive hard to director, because we drive the line. Remember, drive the line. We load up that one leg. Anchor someone on the inside and load up that one leg down to the director pool. So we maximize that director pool, and then we do this 5-cycle bonus. We show people how to maximize, get the 2 5-cycle bonuses, and then show them how to do this with their team. So what I want to do right now, a little unusual, I'm going to stop in the middle of this training. I want to open this up for any questions. I want to make sure, and there's no stupid question. I guarantee you 8 other people have the same question. So please, if you don't, or if this wasn't clear, I know I mumble sometimes and I'm not that clear. Any questions on this structure? You should draw this out. I invite everybody afterwards on a piece of paper, draw this out. Because if you can draw this out and you can show this to your team, that's it. There's no reason why people can't do this. There's no reason why we aren't cycling once a week right now, at least. And if you're not, that's okay, because tomorrow's a new day. The sun comes up, and now you know that you show people every time I sit down with someone and I have that financial conversation, I show them our comp plan, which is all the way up to manager, is all I show them. I just show them all up to manager. How much is in the bonus with the reset? Over $1,000?
For manager?
Yeah, the bonuses that have doubled.
So manager doubled up to 500, director doubled up to 1,500, and executive doubled up to 2,000.
So over 2,000, 2,500. Yeah, that's few $1,000s right there. Huge, huge. Any questions on this? Awesome. All right.
We're going to practice our technical.
Yeah, that was a
math.
ridiculous thing that happened in the beginning there. All right. Let's minimize this. It was almost as good as my karaoke on the boat.
Oh, gosh. Everything's better than your karaoke on the boat. Can I do this real quick?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Wait, can everybody hear me? Can I turn my mic up because my voice is so low?
Can you guys hear Lisa? Yeah, they can all hear you. Yep.
Okay. So because we're launching the High Five Club with 1 week left to go in this month, we wanted to say that anybody who can hit that club in this last week of April is going to get this bad boy from the cruise, complete with nautical ropes, and pockets, and the championship challenge, beautiful logo. It also has some goodies inside. So if anybody enrolls 5 people this week on 150 BV or more, we will ship that one out to you. And there might be some extra fun surprises inside too.
Awesome. A reminder, Crystal Director is up end of this week, April 29th, everybody. So if you're going for it, we know people have hit rank advancements at 1158. So don't worry, you have a week. You have a week to get to Director. Many of you are very, very close, and some of you are still an arm's distance away that can do it. Do not give up. You got to the end of this week, April 29th, to get to Crystal Executive. That's May 27th, right? It's how bad we want it. If you want to get to Executive, if you're not sure how to get to Executive, contact your sponsor, contact someone who knows this business, contact myself, contact Lisa, contact someone, but don't sit out there in the lily pad all by yourself not knowing how to do it. Everybody's here to help. So you can make a private phone call. No one knows it. No one else knows that you're not sure how to do it. Ask us. We'll help you do it. Anybody from square one can get to Executive at the end of May. It can happen. We know people have done it in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 8 weeks, 16 weeks, 4 months, right? And some of you are halfway there. Some of you aren't even reaching down to your pirates and talking to people who are not, they're one person away from a consultant. That's huge.
And probably sitting on a ton of cash.
And sitting on a ton of cash. We do a great training. Lisa does a great training on how we reach down to people and say, listen, you have $1,600 that have built up in your account. I would love to show you how to grab that money if you're open, or we'll give you a coupon for products, whatever you prefer. No one's gotten upset with that. Not one person. And that's how you grow your business deep, by reaching down, whether you enroll them or not. A lot of times, believe it or not, the people that have enrolled them are not making those phone calls. They're not doing what we people, all of us on this call are doing, is that we're serious about this business. Excuse me. We're serious about this business. We're going to help we helped the person that enrolled yesterday. I don't care how far they are down from you. You can make that phone call. I know Susie Q enrolled you. I work with Susie Q. I'm another asset for you, Mrs. Jones. I would love to help you if you have anything. If you can't get a hold of Susie, you can call me anytime, and I'll help you do this. That is called support. That's called an amazing team that you don't always get in corporate America, but that's what we do. And you don't always get in other companies, by the way. Oh my gosh. We had Lisa and I had some business changing conversations with people on this boat this weekend. Some of which were on the ship. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't go on a cruise and call it a boat. They'll throw you overboard. With associates, with business builders like ourselves, and with corporate. And we learned some incredible things, some of which that we can't share yet, that you're going to find out at Celebration. Big. When I say big, I know a lot of people say big and they're just kind of exaggerating a little bit. No exaggeration. This company is ahead of the time of its times. We're ahead of so many other aspects of different businesses just within network marketing. They're so ahead of the game in all aspects. And I'm excited for Celebration because they're releasing a couple things that they're going to put us in another level here, is what I'm trying to say. In so many other words, we haven't slept at all. You want to add anything to that?
Let's blame it on the equilibrium.
Yeah.
Yes, I do want to add in a couple of things. I want to remember what I was going to say, and it's completely gone. Well, one, congratulations, Jennifer Bennett, on hitting Crystal Director again.
Woohoo! Nice, Jen.
That's awesome. And I know any day now we'll be celebrating her hitting Crystal Executive, because I think she's only like 1.5 more people there.
For the second time.
Yes, for the second time. And the Bedtime Belly Buster pack is being released tomorrow. And they also are going to come with an ebook, the Bedtime Belly Buster for Dummies. They actually got together with this company to make this book, and anybody who orders the pack will get this as an ebook. It's got testimonials, it's got recipes, it's got all kinds of wonderful things in here, and you're all gonna love it. It's amazing. They're really, really, really doing things in an incredible way. I know I put on Unleash and Limitless when they did this live on the ship, but this came from the field. They didn't invent this. The Bedtime Belly Buster came from the field. It came from us, and that just shows you how much they listen to the field. And last year when the Bedtime Belly Buster first, got its popularity, we sold out of Isopro, which is pretty cool because that meant that we really engaged a lot more customers with this Bedtime Belly Buster. I know so many of us on this team enrolled brand new people using that because people were very attracted to something they could do that was very easy, a nightly routine, where they didn't have to commit to a full 30 days, where they could just, it almost seems like a magic pill for people because it's just that easy little nighttime routine, which everybody can do. And it makes such a difference. And it's, it's really the gateway drug to the 30-day system, because when people start to see results there, they want to continue on. Forgive that analogy, but that's, made sense.
We get it.
I still can't remember what I was going to say, so you continue on.
So tonight, that we kept it short on purpose. Sometimes our trainings are 15, 20 minutes, and by the time we're done, they're an hour, because there's a lot of before and after. But we really want to hear from you tonight. Where are people at in terms of either some obstacles, some things that are slowing them down, some things they've done that have sped them up? We want to hear all of it because, we're all growing, we're all learning. We don't talk about nutrition on this call. We talk about business, and that's why we're here. We love what we do. It's the business aspect to get to certain places. If it's not just for the money and you have plenty of money and you're all set up, well, the things that you can do with extra money can change the world. The families that you're changing by helping them create money is changing the world. You're helping people get out of that rut, get out of that hamster wheel, and create a life that they've only dreamt of until now. And that we know it can happen for them in a year, it could happen for them in 3 years, and it might take 7 years. But who cares? Who wouldn't do this part-time to get to that place if it took you 3 years, 5 years, 7 years? I don't think one person would give that up. So that's why we're doing this. But we want to open up the call, and anything that you can donate right now to this meeting that has helped your business, or you might be struggling with something. Maybe you don't know how to handle a conversation or a phone call or something that's popped up. Let's talk about it. So let's open up the call and let's have some conversation here tonight for the next couple minutes before we sign off. Who's daring? Jody, go right ahead.
So I wanted to go back a little bit to when you were talking about contacting people when they've accumulated BV, and make a comment on that, and then share something about what you just said. So when I was really starting to get into sharing, it wasn't that long after that happened that Customer First happened. So, and I know some people on this call joined after Customer First. So something to keep in mind is that with your happy product users, you want to be talking to them at least at their 60 or 90 day mark about converting their account to associate. Even if they think they're never going to share, I believe it's 90 days that they can accrue business volume, and then it'll be held for another 90. But if they want to keep accruing those points, which we can turn into cash at some point, you have to talk to them about converting their account. I have many people now on my team that I wasn't really thinking about that, and they've been happy, loyal product users. And now I'm like, oh, I got to talk to them. And they don't have any points. They don't have any BV because they never converted their account. So keep that in mind, that even if they think they're never going to share, it's just reaching out and saying, hey, listen, you already have this many points accrued in your first 90 days. I want to show you how you can keep accruing those points just by being a happy customer. And then if you ever share with someone, we can turn those points into cash for you. But you have to actually have that conversation so people know and they convert their account. So I just wanted to mention that because that's definitely something that has smacked me in the face a couple of times. And I'm like, I bet you this person has a ton of points. And I'm like, oh, crap, they don't. And then I just wanted to say, you asked like, what's worked for you? What are you struggling with? And something that I really started to realize December into January is that if you want things to happen quickly, and by quickly, I mean within a month or two, you have to be sending out a lot of messages and talking to a lot of people. If you're talking to a couple of people a day, that's great. You're still going to make progress, but don't expect to be hitting these rank advancements in a short period of time. That you have to be sending out a lot of messages, and those messages might be connecting with people. They might be reconnecting with people. They're not all going to be conversations about Isagenix, but in order to get to the conversations about Isagenix in a month or 2 months time, or maybe it'll be longer for some people, You have to be having those conversations so that a week like this, where free shipping is up, you have to have people that you can follow up with that you've already talked to, that you can touch base with and say, hey, I know at one point you were open to, you learned about Isagenix and you were, possibly interested. I want to let you know we have free shipping this week. They're not just going to jump on board if that's your initial conversation. So it's really important. And I totally see my business takes off and slows down directly related to how many people I'm talking to a day. So I just wanted to share that.
Awesome. Absolutely. And you brought up something, Jody, too. One of the things that many people don't know is that, we can get sucked into that black hole on social media. We all know that. But if you're very focused and you have an agenda on, listen, I want more people to see my posts, go into some groups, go find people, look in their feed and make a comment. Just say, oh, I love that bike. Oh my gosh, that was great. I love going to St. Thomas. Have a great trip. Something like that, because when you comment, you can like, but it's not going to happen. Their algorithm works like if you comment, then they're going to see you more. And it opens your portal up. You have a public profile, but it opens you up to so many more people every time you do that. So now when you post, because you don't just want your friends to see, you want the public to see what you're doing. But it's not going to happen anymore if you're not commenting and interacting with Facebook, and that's on purpose. So just go into any. I don't love cats, but I'll go in a cat group. A nice feline. I don't know. Where do you get your cat groomed? It's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, it does. Be genuine about it.
If you don't have a cat, you probably shouldn't. That's where you get your feline.
Whatever. You get the point. Just comment somewhere in there, and it exposes your profile. But I want to say, and Lisa probably forgot to say this, we went on the trip, and Lisa's in a ton of groups, and she went into a cruising category or group.
Facebook group
on the exact cruise we were going. So you can do this if you're going to the park for the day. It doesn't matter, but the concept is this. She went in there and someone responded. We met her on the boat and ship. And Lisa is probably, had a few conversations and has an appointment to get her started. So wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, use that concept. Just go in there and you're just going to expose yourself and more people.
Absolutely. I wanted to, I keep forgetting.
Gabby, go ahead. Write it down. Here's a pen. Write it down.
Oh, good idea.
Go ahead, Jen.
No, I just wanted to piggyback on what Jody had shared as far as with the Customer First program and, allowing people to tap into that. And in my conversation with Jennifer Ayotte, that we were just touching base, and I was just sharing some things that I do and how I encourage people to stay active and keeping their accounts at 100 BB. I actually have that conversation when I'm enrolling them. And because I'm just, I know we're all so busy and it's so easy to forget. So I do, try to pay attention to the reminder I get in my email, but to be candid, I miss them. So I say to them, so I'm passionate about two things. One is teaching people the power of food as medicine. And two is helping people get some of the best food, what I feel on the planet, for free or for a fraction of the cost. So one of the really cool things is Isagenix has a team compensation model, and you have the ability to earn 6% of this massive team growing beneath you. So I'm just going to say it now. If you love the products as much as Andrew and I do, then 90 days from now, within the next 90 days, we want to make sure we convert your account over so you can tap into that 6%. So I'm just giving you a heads up now. When you get that email from Isagenix, just reach out to me and I can help you convert the account if you haven't done so already. And so that's it's something of that nature. Obviously my goal is to help that person share right before those 90 days are up. But then that way, at least when they get the email, if they, haven't shared yet, then they're like, oh yeah, this is what Jennifer had mentioned. And that's helped me a little bit in saving some people from converting, the ones that, that haven't shared, during that time. But so hopefully that I think helps. And then you're also planting the seed, and you're indirectly talking about the, the opportunity side without pushing it if that person wasn't ready for that conversation, but it's a way to have that exposure. So anyways, I just wanted to share that because I think that's helped me with the new Customer First program.
Love it. That is awesome. And it's so much more efficient, right, Jen? I mean, you get that done in the first conversation. And so, yeah.
So I remembered what I needed to say on when Josh was talking about Facebook and joining groups and whatnot and commenting on people's posts or just noticing something on their page, something that I've been noticing a lot is that people don't have their Facebook profile set to public. So if you want people who aren't your friends, aka the public, to be seeing your posts or start to get some traction, please make sure that your profile is set up as public. And as you're bringing new people on, part of your enrollment process, again, the enrollment process is not finished until they've actually taken off as a business builder. Make sure that they're setting their settings appropriately and kind of go back and recheck on your team. A lot of people in the beginning will do those Facebook posts hoping to grow their warm market right away. And yeah, it will grow their warm market, but showing them how to make sure the setting is set to public is going to get them a lot more traction. The other thing is, we set out our steps to success, the steps 1 through 8 when you're starting a new business builder. Make sure you're using that because it really does, create that duplicatable process, as well as the first 30 days of a customer process. And that covers, getting people involved in IsaBody Challenge, having that auto ship talk, showing them their back office to show them how everything works. So those things are really important because it's going to become duplicatable. Just like we start everybody on value packs as much as possible because that's what they'll do. If that's what they know, that's what they'll do. People will do what you do. The last thing that I wanted to share with everyone is that on the cruise, we met so many people that had been in Isagenix for a very short period of time. And we were so amazed and proud of them. And we're like, wow, that really shows you that it does not matter where you are in your business. If you want to go for something, you want to go for something. There's a number of people that were like, they've just started when that contest started and they ran that whole time. Not only did they earn the trip, but they built their business to a massive level. Like Jody was saying earlier, doing this thing quickly, if you really want to make those big strides, you got to do this quickly. Success loves speed. If you do it quickly, it's just amazing what it does for your team. It's not just that you get where you're going quickly, it's your whole team that you're bringing in rides that momentum. And they're going to do the same thing. And they're going to know that that's the MO. Last thing on that is that make sure when you're sharing with people, a pirate or someone who's sitting on some thank you cash, make sure you add in that whole comment of, you don't have to do this business like I'm doing it. I'm just going to show you how to cash in. I'm going to be here and support you in the level that you want to work. But this is, I do it this way. I'm here to help you in the way that you want to, but I see you sitting on cash, so let's get it for you. And then if you want to move further from there, let's do it. I have a neighbor who enrolled one of our other neighbors while we were on the cruise, and she says, I know I told you that I don't want to sell anything, and I'm really good at sharing when I like something, and I really like this. And I was telling this other neighbor about it, and she wanted in. And I was like, awesome. And so she's starting to take off. But I didn't push her in the beginning to do this like I'm doing it. So make sure you remember that piece too, because a lot of people will shy away just because they think, well, I can't do what you're doing. And, we can be very duplicatable in our process, but forgetting that little human touch of, I'm here in whatever capacity you want to be. And of course, I would like to see you be super successful and hit these little milestones, but it is on your time frame because this is your business. I'm not your boss, and I'm just here to support and offer guidance.
Awesome. Eliza, did you have your hand up?
I did. So this is a really great call.
Thank you.
A couple of things. So if you are watching tonight or recording, and a lot of these things sounded really overwhelming, active status, holding volume, I just want to, because we have so many new people, please reach out to your sponsor. And if your sponsor doesn't know, we'll find the right person to explain all of those things, because you don't need to know all of those things right now. You just need to know who to go to. So I just wanted to make note of that, because I'm hoping I'll have a few people that are on this call or after the fact watching that are new, and a lot of that is unfamiliar territory. So don't feel like you need to know that now. You just need to know that we will help you. Going back to what Jody was saying about just kind of informing people that, you know, you do have a certain amount of time frame to start building some of that volume. If somebody, this is something, again, we work as a team. I just want to make sure that, especially anybody that is new, if you don't feel comfortable explaining that yet to somebody that you've enrolled, just reach up, okay? Well, any one of us can do that for you, with you, but you don't need to know the verbiage. You don't need to know the language. Just know that, you know, everybody has the same opportunities here. So if you don't feel ready to have that conversation with one of your personally enrolled, please don't let that stop you from doing it. Just reach out, because any one of us, or if you just don't feel comfortable saying that yet, that's okay. We just want to make sure that, I know that I am guilty of this in the past, assuming I know what somebody's bank account looked like, right? Saying, oh, they don't want that money. They don't need it. We can't assume that. So I really, taking on some of what I was afraid to do in the beginning. I just want to make sure that everybody here feels welcome to know that, that we're all here to help you guys. And also I want to plug real quick. We are doing a virtual launch party on Wednesday night. Please, please, please invite people. I have the event is up. It is a private event. So I will go through tonight as much as I can and invite, you know, at least our team. So then you guys have the invite. But remember, don't start inviting people until you've gotten the yes. We want to make sure that we're just we don't want like 3,000 or 4,000 people in this group. We want it to be the people that genuinely said yes, they want to attend. And if you are still, I am putting the lineup together. It will be done tomorrow, so everybody knows. So thank you for everybody that offered to participate. If there are still people out there that want to participate, just send myself a private message, and I can get you in our messenger thread. And it's not hard if you've never participated. It's scripted. It's nothing scary. I will help you, and it's not. You don't have to come up with your own content. So just know that. And then one more like little tiny bit about the social media piece. I do think that we probably do need a refresher course on do's and don'ts. You can just do one post public. Remember that. If you're still scared about if you have a job or whatever, or you're just not ready, you can make one post public. So remember that. If you're going to do a power post and you're not ready for your whole profile to be public, you can at least make that one public. So remember that. And also, for anybody who has not started using another social media platform, if anybody wants a little how-to on Instagram, you know, I can put something together, because I'm starting to really build a pretty big following over there, and learning the ins and outs of Instagram. And it's been pretty good about just it's not the same as social media for connecting. It's really just it's another funnel into Facebook. But I have to say, just by doing some of the techniques that I've been doing, I've gone like I'm getting like, you know, close to 10 more followers every day. So just a heads up there. I'd be happy to help with anybody who wants a refresher course. If we want to do that as a training on the do's and don'ts of social media, I have a couple good resources. I'm sure some of the stuff has changed, but the algorithm stuff, the profile stuff, all that jazz. So if you guys want to do that.
Eliza, I was just chatting with Josh. In Executive Edge last week, Quinn Moran did a really good social media training. So I'm going to actually get the video up into Limitless, so people can check that out too. And then we may want to do something in addition to that, but just to let people know.
Yes, thank you. I love him.
Awesome. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Eliza, so much. Such great info.
Wait, a reminder on Executive Edge, if you are a paid as manager, you can still be added to that group at any point that you reach that paid as manager, and that is our Tuesday night call to help you grow to executive or grow to executive again.
Okay. Awesome. So Super Saturday, June 23rd, Portsmouth, and then June 30th and July 1st is our 4th retreat. They just keep getting better and better and better. And we've been working on the curriculum, the info. I mean, you all know what happened coming out of that last retreat. Some of you aren't on the call tonight, but some of you had some incredible things happen. A lot of us had some incredible things happen coming out of that weekend. Well, we have more, and it's just getting better. It's like Isagenix. It's just improving each one. So you're all welcome to our home. We do need to know who you are if you are coming. And so that's June 30th at our house here in Dunstable, another retreat weekend through July 1st. So you come in, we start hard at 9 a.m. Saturday morning, and we go till Sunday, probably about 3 o'clock. People are welcome to stay over. If you're going to go somewhere, go to a hotel, or you live close by, just come back before Sunday morning starts. But you know what happens at night. Yeah, you miss a lot. It's the after show. It's cooking dinner together. It's sitting and chatting by the fire while we're, just shooting the breeze about the day. It's that stuff. That's really where the magic happens. And it is 99% sure. It's 99% going to happen. Not 100% yet. It's 99% that we have John Raines coming from corporate. We spent the week with him on the ship. I knew I loved him beforehand. He's at a different level, you guys. The compensation conversations we had with him, he's been in network marketing. Him and Danielle were spent a long time in the field of network marketing before they came on to Isagenix. This is what Isagenix looks for. They look for the best of the best. I love talking numbers. I love talking to other network marketers because we have something no one else has, right? I learned so much from him. I realized I know like 0.5% of the whole picture. He knows almost all of it. And so he made things so crystal clear about why is Isagenix so much different from everything else, let alone forget about the products and the science. We're in another world compared to a lot of these companies, and we have something that's so elite. But the compensation for the average person to make a significant amount of money, to change their financial footprint in 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, or whatever long it takes, that's the stuff that we want to know, right? He's coming to the house. He's going to stay here. Hopefully he's bringing Daniela, and maybe they're, I don't know. But he's coming, we're almost certain, to share some time with us and share some of that knowledge directly with you. So if you can come, not just for that. Who made that beef stew last time? Was that Kevin?
That was me.
Oh. Lisa made incredible. No, all the food last week, right? Right? Kevin, you were there. You know how good that food was.
Jen made the
Ayot, you were there too.
Better
Jen,
than
you were there.
too.
Right. So seriously, if you guys want to come, just let us know. Book your weekend. Don't miss this. And we'd love to have all of you. That's it. Any other?
Order the harvest thins. Those things are the
Oh yeah, those
bomb.
harvest thins.
Holy cow, were they good?
Trace.
So good.
You got 3 of them? Nice. When do you
So
got 3 of
good.
them? Yeah, so good.
So
All right, guys. Every Monday night, thank you for being here. Show this to your team. Please drop a comment when we post this. Please comment in that section. You know how powerful that is for your team and your people to see that you were on the call, and then ask them to do the same. What did they like about the call, and comments? Those comments, they do a lot for these calls. So thank you all. Love you guys. Rock it out, and we'll see you next Monday night, 8:30. All right. Take care, everybody. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.